There are a lot of paper towels in front of me. Well, what have I told you? We're going to be offering to you a product at the top of the hour where you never need to buy this many paper towels. It's going to be cost savings, but it's going to be a product that's going to be so effective. As a matter of fact, my name is Marlo. We're going to dive into an hour of home solutions. I want you to take a look at how the dot cloths are going to work. When you look at this product, you can see that's the hand of our expert, Lou, and he's using one of those backlights that you sometimes see on those, you know, those shows, those investigative shows. What he's revealing to you is how he's using the dot cloth and how that dot cloth is going to remove the dirt, the grime, the bacteria of things that when you ordinarily use, let's say a sponge or a regular cloth, they actually leave behind. But we can't see them. We think that those surfaces are clean. That's where dot cloths are different, because when you use them, not only are they odor and stain resistant, the biggest feature of all is that built into the technology of these cloths is the ability for when you wipe those surfaces, a countertop, a door handle, a sink, a bathtub, it will help to remove 99, there you go, 99% of the bacteria. We are offering to a new configuration. Thank you, Lou.
You're welcome.
Because I'm new today. No, I'm teasing. We're offering to a new configuration. You're going to receive a total of 24 of them. They last for years and years and years. They're actually reusable. You'll get the smaller ones, and then you'll get the larger ones. And of course, the reason why we put them in different colors is because you might want to designate a specific color to a specific room.
So you don't cross-contaminate.
The handsome guy behind me, who is my director, is Lou Caputo, and he happens to be our expert in many things here at HSN.
But on the dot cloths.
They are wonderful.
I love, okay, first of all, these are not like your grandma's paper towels, okay?
Oh my gosh.
At all. These are made of a proprietary wood fiber. Here, take one.
Thank you.
Proprietary wood fiber, okay? There are 8 layers of wood inside of these, each different layers of fiber. And you can see how thin they are individually, okay? But when you put them together, it makes a net, like a mesh almost, okay? The neat thing about these is they're gonna pick up anything that you put down in front of them. Take a look at this, okay? Here's the 8 layers you see right there. They're alternating in the direction of the fibers, so when you put them together, it makes this mesh. But what it does is it's gonna pick up bacteria. It's gonna pick up salmonella. It's gonna pick up E. coli. And then, when you rinse these underwater, they're going to release 99.9% of everything that they just picked up. Now, these were developed in sushi kitchens because there they have to be able to get rid of all the bacteria. Marlo's going over here. We're going over here now.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Because you have to be able to get rid of all that bacteria. And with these, you can do chemical-free cleaning. You can use it with your favorite cleaner too, but you don't have to. Now,
that's a big part of it.
Each one of those, you saw the paper towels over there? Each one of these dot cloths is the equivalent of 75 rolls of paper towels. They are washable. Don't put them in the dryer, but you can totally wash these over and over and over again. Now, let's do a quick little test right here, okay?
All right.
I've got 2 glasses of water. It's just water with food coloring in it, okay? So I'm gonna take this paper towel, common paper towel, I'm gonna stick it in here in this water. We're gonna try and soak up all that water, and you can see, kind of did a miserable job, all right? Not very good. But if I take a dot cloth, watch what I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna start with the water that left behind, just like that. Then I'm gonna come into this other glass right here, soak up the exact same amount, totally, that same full amount, just like that in the dot cloth, and you notice that it's not leaking. Look how quickly I did that.
That's
so it's
awesome.
highly absorbent. Now watch this though. If we come over to the sink, watch what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna turn this on. The moment I put this under the water and start rinsing it, it's releasing everything that it just picked up. 99.9% of the E. coli, salmonella, other bacteria is being released from this cloth. So this cloth now is going to be clean and ready to use again. It picks everything up and then it releases everything. Take a look at it. Look how clean that is again. Just like that. All the blue's gone out of this that quickly. But if it were stained, guess what? Throw it in the wash again. No problem.
Absolutely. If you've owned these, give us a call. They are a customer pick, and certainly we're inviting you to be able to shop. These are at a special price for the new year, and we're offering you a chance to be able to grab them even on FlexPay. They're amazing. Not only going to save you money, we've talked about how one will replace over 75 rolls of paper towels, but the idea here is that you don't have to use the chemicals. So you think about all those places. I'll give you an example. Hotel rooms. Right? Think about hotel rooms.
I carry one with me when I travel.
Where the surfaces look clean.
Yes.
But they're not. this is going to be perfect for you because of the effectiveness. We want you to come on in and shop. These are under $13. This flex pay ends tonight at midnight. Whether it's the handles of all of the doors in your home, the banisters, at work. I mean, you think about how busy we are. You think about the time of year too.
Oh, yeah.
Right? It's flu
spring
season.
Cleaning. Well, it's spring cleaning time.
Spring cleaning as well.
Look at that.
This does such a great job. And it's the dirt that you don't see, right?
Yeah.
You think about the sponges and all the different cloths that you use.
All the stuff that gets weird.
Right.
Well, I mean, you saw right here, I cleaned up jelly off of Formica, okay? That surface is totally clean now. We cleaned up some brown sauce over there. Watch this. This is chocolate sauce. The kind of thing, if you got kids around the house, you're definitely going to have spills that are going to involve some of this. Look at the way it's picking up every last bit of that, and it's gone, okay? And we did that. Not only did it pick up the sauce that was there, but it picked up 25%, 99.9% of all the E. coli, of all the salmonella that was there, of all the bacteria that was there, and then it's gonna rinse clean when I wanna rinse it.
So you can't see that technology, you can't see that science, but the key here and the magic of these is that it's already built in. So you think about the cloths that you have right now in your linen closets, right? They don't have that technology. You're basically taking whatever it is that you're picking up and contaminating the next surface that you're going to. We've got an animation that we're going to be showing you.
Sure, let's take a look at this right here. Now, this is a kitchen. Now, ordinarily, when you look at some surfaces, they look clean. Watch this under the black light, though, and notice what's on there. Now, we use a special substance that reveals dirt and bacteria in hospital settings. So notice right there, you can see how it's everywhere. They've left behind all kinds of bacteria, all kinds of dirt. Now, watch what happens when we start to clean it with the dot cloth, okay? The minute you hit it with the dot cloth, watch this. It's going to pick up 99.9% of everything that was there. Watch. Boom, one pass. And the nice thing about the dot cloth is not only does it pick everything up, but it doesn't leave anything behind. It's going to rinse clean afterwards. It's not going to scratch any surfaces. So if you want to use this on glass, if you want to use this on soft metals, you don't have to worry about scratching anything. Now, I can do this live in the studio here, and I want to show you something. We've got a cutting board sitting right here in front of us, okay? Let's bring the lights down just a little bit, because I want you to see, this is a black light right here. Now, the cutting board is kind of something where you look at it and it looks, hey, that looks pretty good, right? Watch this. When I turn that light on, you see what's on there? Here, look, without that, it disappears. But when it's there, now watch what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take the dot cloth and I'm just gonna wipe it across the middle of this. And I'm not even rubbing hard, I'm just doing real soft. But I want you to see right there.
Yes,
see how I just cleaned that whole path across there?
See that.
Now watch this, where did it all go? Look at the dot cloth. It's right there on the dot cloth. It picked all of that up off of the surface. Now, I can also show you this. Look at this glass right here, okay? That came out of a dishwasher, all right? Still has all the contaminants on that. You can see all that. You know what's even worse? Watch this. Baby sippy cup. Take a look at the baby sippy cup right here, all right? Now, look at that. When I take the light off of it, it disappears. You're like, oh, that doesn't look too bad. But when you hit it with that, you can really see everything that's left behind. And let's face it, you know what? When you've got kids, you don't want to have that kind of thing left behind on their stuff. You don't want that. You don't want to use chemicals on something the kids are going to be eating or cleaning. I'm going to go over here now.
Okay. Here's the thing. There's dirt and bacteria on most surfaces. I mean, let's just face it.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter where you are. I mean, I think that's the whole point here, is that you can take these with you. We often get calls, and if you've got a story, call us right now and share it with us. Our testimonial talk line is open. But you think about it, in the offices and public places, I mentioned hotels, but on virtually every surface is here on the baby's on the high chair. But I think about even, you know, when you're how about teachers?
Yeah.
Desk with the students and that sort of thing.
Even something like an apple, okay? If you think about apples right here, and look, okay, look at this apple. All right, I don't even need the lights down. I'm gonna take that off of there. That looks fine, right? You can eat that? Look what's on this. Can you see what's on this apple? So maybe just keep a dot cloth around and just use it to wipe down your fruit.
Oh my gosh.
And watch this, I'm gonna show you right now. You just saw what that one side looked like. I just gave it one wipe of the dot cloth.
What a difference.
See the difference right there? If I turn it around,
oh my gosh.
Still got schmutz, but on this side right here, look at that, it's gone. And that's what you want, is you want to make sure that all that stuff is gone. The baby's binky, give that right here. Give that a nice little wipe down, okay? The kids' toys that they put in their mouths.
That's a good one.
You want to get those too.
That's a very good one.
Yeah, I mean, you know, and then, you know, just for general cleaning around the house, these are absolutely amazing. Look at this crayon on Formica. I don't have to use anything to melt this or do anything. The dot cloth, even without any chemicals, it's going to get right in there. And look at the way it kind of rubs on this, but it's not scratching this. And I want you to see something. Look where it's going. It's going right here on the dot cloth. You can see that. There's milk sitting over here. Watch this when I soak up the milk. Just come right through here like this. You saw before how absorbent these can be. And remember, you can wash these over and over and over again. Each one is equivalent to 75 rolls of paper towels. Now, you're talking about traveling, right?
Right.
Come on down here because I want to show you something.
Before I do, I want to show everybody what you're going to get.
Let's do that.
With 2 minutes remaining on the clock, I'm inviting you to shop with us. You're going to get the set of 24. So you're going to get this entire package, reminding you, Lou just mentioned, you can use them over and over again. This visual and behind us are what you would ordinarily use for one by using one of these. They were going to replace 75 rolls.
Right.
So think about the amount of money that you save. Think about the chemicals that you don't have to buy because of the science that's built into it.
Yep.
And here we go.
Well, and you're getting a dozen of these little guys as well, included in the set here in 2 different colors. I like to take one and put it in a little sandwich bag like this, and when I travel, when I get on the plane, first thing I do, wipe down the tray table.
Now,
I'm gonna eat off of that, okay? I wanna make sure that's clean.
Have you seen my desk?
No, why?
Okay, if you saw my desk upstairs where the host, you would know that this is totally along my line.
Oh, really? Okay.
I definitely have the cleanest desk
look at the, for instance, look at this knob right here. If I turn off the light, that knob looks fine. If I turn that on, you can see there's a big fingerprint on there. Watch this. Take the dot cloth, just like that. Boom, that's gone.
What
Come
about
on over
the
here to this handle.
keyboards?
Look at from the, oh my gosh, computer keyboard, especially if you use one in a public place.
Yeah.
Take a look at this right here, give it a quick wipe. And again, this is a knob on a shower, but look at the way the dot cloth gets in there into all the nooks and crannies and gets that dirt away. I mean, it's amazing how well these work. When I'm traveling, first thing I do in a hotel room, this right here.
Oh, me too.
Hit that remote up with the dot cloth, with that small one, wipe that down.
I wipe the whole thing down.
You know, these things save money when they put these placemats down there and they try to wash them down. But look at the finger, see what's on there right there in the middle? You can see it right there. You need to wipe this down too. And I want to show you one last thing.
All right.
Think about this. I'm going to come here by you. Think about this. This is what we're replacing. All these nasty sponges, things that retain all the germs. They hold them in there. They hold on to the odors because bacteria is what causes odors. Ours releases 91.9% of the bacteria, salmonella, and E. coli.
Read the reviews. If you read the reviews, you will come back and you will order these time and time again. A lot of people use them for removing makeup. They're super absorbent, they're long lasting, and they're reusable, guys. The quality is unbelievable, and that is why they are a customer pick. Join us while they're on that spring price of $24.95 and why we have them on FlexPay. By the way, that all goes away tonight at midnight. 486-648 is the item number. Don't miss out, limited quantities, and Lou is gonna be hanging out with me.
I will be hanging out
throughout the next couple of hours. As a matter of fact, I'm going to see you twice.
2 more times?
Yep, we've got some great solutions that we're going to be offering you throughout the home, but this one is a key.
Yeah.
Because this one is going to target the bacteria and all the icky stuff that we all have in and around our surfaces. So don't forget to get your special value. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome, my pleasure.
There's a lot happening around HSN, but we want to give you a look now